Good afternoon, guys. Myself, Sukrit Simha. I am ex-defense officer, and here faculty of anthropology, India for IS. Yeah. And in today's session of orientation, let's get acquainted with, or let's get familiarized with one of the most popular, favored, and scoring and trendy options. Among, as you all know, in UPSC, there are nearly top 10 popular options. Among top 10 popular options are the most preferred and favored options. Anthropology is one such option, okay, which is among the top 10 popular options. But what makes anthropology something special? And if you look at the recent trends, it is highly scoring, and most of the toppers are from this anthropology background itself. And anthropology is such a subject that which is like, it is like a hidden gem, okay? And anybody from irrespective of your background, whether you are from arts or commerce or from science background, you can go for this optional anthropology. It's highly scoring. And if you look at the success rate, about 10% of UPSC results or the students who qualified for UPSC are from anthropology background, okay? So in this today's session, just let's get familiarized. Let's get to know about something about some basic things about anthropology, okay? What exactly is anthropology? What we should study for anthropology? And who can opt for anthropology? Is it scoring or not? What are the different apprehensions or doubts or confusions you have about this subject, anthropology? And why it is so scoring? Why the students are scoring highly in this anthropology, around 320, or something around maybe more than 300, okay? There is some plus point and cutting edge in anthropology, and as I said you, the majority of in the recent trends in UPSC results, the success rate is around 10%, okay? And irrespective of your background, whatever your degree, whether from BTech or BSc or BCom or BA, anything, you can go for anthropology, because this anthropology is nothing but it's a social science. It is a blend of, it's a mixture of humanities as well as science. That is science as well as social, both are things, okay? So in today's session, let's understand what exactly is anthropology, okay? So here you can see, in this slide you can see it's a history of mankind, history of you, history of me. It's a story of you, it's a story of me, it's a story of us. How exactly we emerged, what makes the human being so special. There are nearly 8.7 million species on this earth, starting from bacteria or algae and fungi and dinosaurs or lions and tigers and mangoes and trees, everything. But what makes this human being so special? Among all these 8.7 million species, what makes the human being so special? And though we belong to the same species, why there is differences in us? Why the Africans look different from Mongoloids? Why the Mongoloids look different from the Negroids or the Caucasoids or the Americans and Germans? Why we look different? Though we are genetically, we speak genetically, though we are 99.9% same, why there is so difference in us? The way we look, the way the physical appearance, the way we dress up, the what we eat, the what we speak, how we speak, what we do, why there are so differences, okay? What makes this animal, that is Homo sapiens, so special? Just look at if you go in detail, there are few species of plants and animals which are confined to a particular geographical condition and climatic conditions. You cannot see the penguins in Bangalore. You cannot see camels in Kashmir, okay? You can see only particular animals and particular organisms and particular flora and fauna, that is plants and animals in a particular climatic conditions, in particular geographic conditions. But if you just look at the human being, one species everywhere, that is Homo sapiens, right? Yes or no? From Arctic to Antarctic, from Pacific to Atlantic, anywhere, any place, any condition, any geography, any topography, any climate conditions, we are there. That's what makes Homo sapiens so special. Anywhere, anywhere, everywhere, anytime, that is one species everywhere. So what made this Homo sapiens so special? What made this human so special? If you look at the human being, this Homo sapiens is a feeble animal. It doesn't match with any of the animals. He is not as mighty as an elephant, as tall as a giraffe, as fast as cheetah, as strong as lion. He don't have any venomous fangs, any claws, any poisonous glands. He don't have any defense mechanism. But then too, he is controlling, is ruling, and is ruining the entire world. Being one species, that Homo sapiens, is controlling the remaining 8.7 million species. And what makes this Homo sapiens is of no match with any other animals. At the same time, those animals doesn't match with me also. Okay, it's just because of intelligence, just because of his brain, and just because of his brain, he is the most adaptable, highly adaptable species. He can live, he can survive, he can strive even in the bitter cold, even the scorching heat, even in the wettest part, in the hottest part, and the coolest part, any part of the world he can live. That means just because of his intelligence, he can adapt, change anything according to himself, according to him. And because of this highly adaptable capacity, he is the only animal who is ruling, who is controlling the entire earth. Okay, as Charles Darwin said, survival of the fittest. Fittest means not the strongest, tallest, fastest. No, fittest means the capacity to adapt to the changes. And this Homo sapiens, he has the capacity to adapt to the changes or change the things according to him. If there is bitter cold, he makes something so that he can even survive in the polar regions. If it is scorching heat in Sahara, even he can survive in Sahara. But look at the people in polar regions, look at the people in the sub-Saharan Sahara regions. Though they are Homo sapiens, though they are genetically 99.9% same, but look at their appearance. The Africans, they are tall, dark, and lean. When you go to Eskimos and if you go to polar regions, they are short, stubby, chubby, and like fatty. Okay. Even in India, there are so many variations. Look at in this class itself. Though we are Homo sapiens, though we belong to the same species, there are lots of difference. My eyes, my hair is different from yours, and different from hers, and different from his. So though we are same, though we can interbreed, what makes this Homo sapiens so special, and why the Mother Nature selected this feeble, or we can call, there is a saying called, this Homo sapiens or human being is nothing but an insignificant ape. We are nothing but ape, that's it. We are just ape, but what makes us special is our intelligence. And because of this intelligence, we can adapt. Okay. So what made this Homo sapiens so special? So every aspect about the Homo sapiens or the human beings will study in this class. Not only about the physical appearance, not only about the genetic, okay. We study about different things also. The Kashmiri, why they wear the dress in that attire, the attire is different. The Saharan attire is different, the Rajasthani dress is different, their food is different, their culture is different, their rituals are different, their festivals are different, their marriage is different. Even the customs are different. For example, in some conditions, one person can marry many wives. On the other hand, one lady can marry many husbands. That means we call it the polyandry and polygyny. So what we call it polygyny. Whenever you come across the word gyno, gynoecium, gynecology means it's something related to female. Andrology, androecium, something related to male. So polyandry means a lady can marry more than one husband. And polygyny means a man can marry more than one wife. We feel how it's disgusting. How can one person marry more than one wife? How can one lady can marry more than one man? But it is a culture. There's a reason. For instance, if there is a female-male ratio, if the male and female ratio is not proper, it's not maintained. If there are more males and less female, then obviously in such society, there is option for women to marry more than one man. That means there is a reason. That there are more male, but less female. So what they can do? The one woman can marry more than one man. That is polyandry. And similarly, if the ratio is different, if there is a king, he has huge property, he has huge dynasty, and with one wife he can't beget many child. So he will what? He will go for many wives. When you go for many wives, he'll have many children. When you have many children, he can control the entire dynasty. What made that king to go for many wives? What made that lady to go for many husbands? Anyway, in Sanskrit they say, Raja Bahu Patni Vallabha. Vallabha means husband. Patni means, that is what? I think you have come up to the word Vallabha. Vallabha means husband. Okay, so Raja means what? His Bahu Patni Vallabha means he can marry more than one wife, more than one lady. Then we feel that, sir, it's disgusting. How can Why these people can't be faithful? Why can't be they stick on to one wife or one husband? But there's a culture. Okay. All brothers marrying the same lady, there's a culture. Husband and father and son marrying the same lady, there's a culture. Just like the brothers share their shirts, share their attire, they share their wife, there's a culture. There are visiting husbands, there's a culture. Okay. That means anthropology not only about the physical appearance or whatever we spoke, the biological aspects, even you speak about the cultural aspects as well. Okay. Even look at the society. Once upon a time there was joint family, extended family. Now it has become nuclear family. Now it has become single parent family. Now it has become a live-in relationship family. That means even in society, even in the family structure, there are changes and modifications and adaptation changes. Right? Now it has come to like single parent family. This family itself, we call it a single parent family. And you can link this even with your current affairs, even your GS part. For example, the Supreme Court has, I think, legalized what? Same-sex marriage? No. Homosexual is legalized, not marriage. So same-sex is legalized, but not same-sex marriage. Because whatever you do within the four walls, it's your personal. But marriage comes under the institution. It's a social institution. That means marriage, why we go for marriage, why the Homo sapiens, why the human beings go for marriage, why other animals don't go for marriage, why they don't marry, why there is something called marriage in our human beings, okay, to keep all the chaos and everything separate and to maintain peace and harmony in society. Okay, so what is the basic need for marriage? To beget the children, to continue the race, to continue the progeny. So if that is the case, when two male can marry, how can they beget a child? If it is biological, not possible. So that's the reason Supreme Court, though they have legalized same-sex marriage cannot be legalized. Okay, because it not come under within the ambit of the marriage, the social institution. Okay, marriage means they should beget the child, they should continue with the progeny, they continue the race. That is what. So two males, they can't become parent. That means they beget the child. Okay, they can't bear a child. Same two female, they can't do. It's not possible. That means, can we accept same-sex marriage, same-sex as a marriage, the same-sex couple as a within the ambit of marriage, social institution called marriage? This we study. Okay, understood? Why the rituals? Why the few people they worship the nature? Few people worship the animals. Few people worship the birds. Few people for few race, for few custom, for few community. The animal which is very sacred, for other community which is very dangerous, or it is haram. Why it is so? Why few community they worship one god and few community they worship many gods? Few worship the ghost, few worship the spirits, few worship the trees, few worship the plants, few worship the animals. That means what made all these things? Okay. That is, anthropology is like A to Z of human beings. Everything about ourselves, everything about our ancestors, everything about our future generations. So all aspects of human beings. Why this guy has a curly hair? There's a reason. Why the Mongolites have the eyes different? There's a reason. Why the Saharans and Sub-Saharan Africans they look tall, dark? There's a reason. Okay. Why they eat such things? Why in certain condition, few religion, for example, in particular religion, they bury the body after the death. Few they burn the body, and few they keep the body and come back. What is the reason? Particularly in one religion, after the death, they keep the body in the silence of tower. And the thinking is, as a human being, as when I'm alive, I'm doing all the good things for other people. And the last good thing which I can do is just to feed the hunger of other animals. So after my death, the animals which eat my meat, I can feed the hunger. That is the last thing which the good thing I can do. That's the reason they keep the body there. And few they burn the body, and few they bury the body. Understood? Understood or not? Right? So anthropology means everything. It's biology, it's sociology, it's politics, it's religion, it's community, it's marriage. All aspects of anthropology, all aspects of human beings we can study in anthropology. It's highly scoring. 300 plus 320, it's like, it's not it's a very easy thing. Aram se can score. Questions are very direct. Okay, as I told you, 10%, the success rate is around 10%. Okay, irrespective of your background, you can go for anthropology. Majority questions are direct with all the flow charts and diagrams and what to say, case studies. You can write the answer. You can write the answer in the point form. You can write the answer in the paragraph form. You can use the diagrams and maps and flow charts. Okay, so one of the, as I told you, favored and most popular subject, highly scoring, that is what anthropology. Okay. So in today's session, just we go through all these slides. We'll get a rough idea about what exactly is anthropology, okay, all aspects of anthropology, and how we'll study for this, what will be our approach, what will be the strategy, and what are the books to be referred, and how will be the test series, when the classes will commence, and if you have any apprehensions and doubts about anthropology. So I am from arts background, can I go for anthropology? I am from commerce background, can I go for anthropology? So whatever the apprehensions and doubts you have, everything we'll discuss here itself, okay. And as you start preparing for anthropology, you will enjoy the journey of anthropology. It's nothing but just knowing about yourself. So every day you will see something new things. It will be astonishing, it will be shocking to know the facts and how our ancestors were there, why they made such things, what's the reason, okay. Everything about human being, A to Z about human being, it's study here. So here you can see in this slide, anthropology is nothing but story of you, it's story of me, it's story of entire human race. As I told you, for example, snakes, there are different types of snakes, and we call these types as species. In frogs, there are different species, okay. In butterflies, there are different species, but in human beings, there is only one species. There is only one species left, and he is called Homo sapiens, okay. And whoever the cousins were there, the ancestors or the peers or the cousins, they were vanished. That means under Homo, only sapiens are left, and the remaining all, they became vanished or extinct or they merged or whatever. That means what made this Homo sapiens something special, and only he survived, and the rest of the ancestors and cousins, they disappeared. And now this Homo sapiens not only is ruling the earth, now he is in search of second and third home. He want to make the moon as his second home. He want to make Mars as his second home. He wants to go and settle on the moon and Mars, and he wants to colonize the moon and Mars. He wants to change the moon and Mars, just like Earth it seems. Okay. So why is this animal is so special? So then all the aspects of human beings we'll study. There will be so many shocking, enigmatic questions, mesmerizing answers. Okay. The complete aspect of humankind. There's some complete story about you and me, our ancestors. We'll study in anthropology. But before that, one of the renowned cosmologist, a famous scientist called Carl Sagan. You look at the analogy here on the board. Here on the board you can see he has compared the geological time scale or the chronology of the life on Earth with the calendar year. Okay. For example, on January 1st, the universe originated. As you all know, of course, you study in general studies, science and technology. Universe, with the entire thing, which includes everything, it originated around 13.8 or 14 billion years ago. And the only theory which explains all our questions is the Big Bang theory. So according to Big Bang theory, the universe originated, it seems. And in this universe, listen carefully, in this universe, there are nearly 200 billion galaxies. Listen carefully. There are nearly 200 billion galaxies. Among 200 billion galaxies, one galaxy is our galaxy called Milky Way. Okay, and look at the board. On January 1st, the universe originated, and took nearly 2 to 3 months for the Milky Way to originate. That means on May 1st, the Milky Way originated. And in this Milky Way itself, listen carefully, and this Milky Way itself, there are nearly 100 to 200 billion stars. Among 200 billion stars, one medium-sized star is our sun. But our sun is not single. He is with a system. He is with a family called solar system. Okay. So the universe, in this universe, galaxy is one. In this galaxy, there are nearly 200 billion stars. Among 200 billion stars, one star is our sun. And this sun, along the family, it originated on September 9th. Understood? That means again couple of months. And once the solar system originated. In its entire family, there is only one planet called living planet or the blue planet where the life emerged, and the life emerged on September 20th, as he says that. Okay. And which was the first organism which emerged on the earth? As you all know, it's a bacteria called cyanobacteria or blue-green algae, and this emerged on September 20th. And look, the last interesting thing at the end is the beautiful thing, just 90 minutes before the next year. That means at the edge of the year, just 90 minutes before the next year, that is on December 31st, 10:30 p.m., just 90 minutes before the next year, not human being, human-like primate emerged. Not even human being. Not even human being. The ancestor of human being, who was like appearing like human being, going to be human being, he appeared on December 31st, 10:30 p.m. That means just imagine the human being Homo sapiens, he emerged on the earth very late. Though he came at the end of the year, now he has controlled the entire earth. He has controlled the entire earth. He is controlling the entire remaining 8.7 million species. Look at this, these points. The first organism which emerged was cyanobacteria, and it took nearly 3.8 billion years to become the most intelligent animal, that is human beings. And this human being is just one single species who is of no match with other animals. As I told you, he is not as tall as giraffe, as mighty as hefty or strong as elephant, as mighty as lion, no poisonous fangs or claws or nothing, but he is controlling the remaining 8.7 million species. And this is because of what? It's just because of his brain, his intelligence, which made him highly adaptable and survive. He can survive any part of the world. That's the reason Stephen Hawking, here you can see the quote by Stephen Hawking. He says that, Stephen Hawking, who is Stephen Hawking? He's also a renowned scientist, okay. And Stephen Hawking says that we Homo sapiens are nothing but what? We are just an advanced breed of monkeys. We are just advanced breed of monkeys. That means improved version of monkeys. We are just improved version of monkeys, but what makes us special is on a minor planet of a very average star, but we can understand the universe, that makes us very special. We are so intelligent, we are so special that we went back to 13.8 billion years and we got to know how the universe emerged. When I don't know my story of my great grandfather and father and great grandfather, this Homo sapiens, they went back to 13.8 billion years, and with all the clear evidence, even now it is proved that yes, universe originated through Big Bang and around 13 or 14 billion years ago. This is because of his brain. Understood? Okay. And this animal, who is nothing but, as I told you, is an insignificant ape. Manga is a monkey. This insignificant ape, he became the most dominant species on this earth. Most dominant species. Okay. He can tame the lion. He can control the dinosaurs. He can even recreate dinosaurs. So he's so intelligent that once upon a time, around millions of years ago, there were mammoth, it seems. There were mammoth. What is mammoth? What are mammoths? Mammoths are elephants which were living in Ice Age. And those mammoths, they became extinct. But now he want to recreate mammoth using cloning technology, and he want to reintroduce mammoths in the polar regions. He want to recreate things. He can create himself, he can go for cloning. Okay. That is what Homo sapiens are so special. You want to recreate Tasmanian tiger. That you want to, whatever the organisms emerged or become extinct, you want to recreate it. At the same time, the question is, can we recreate or create dinosaurs? There are possibilities, there are chances, but it's not right. Okay. What the Mother Nature thought it's not right to be on the earth, that's fine. But if you want to go against the nature, then it's gone. That's what we are doing. Okay. That's the reason this Homo sapiens, because of intelligence, is controlling the world, and because of intelligence, is nearing the death. He is digging his own graveyard by creating artificial intelligence machines, robots, AIs. It's or no, I think you will come across. You will come across in GS. So, because of, as they say that by 2050, listen carefully, by 2050, the global population of human being will be 9.8 billion By 2050, the global population will be 9.8 billion, and by 2100, the global population will be 0 itself. That means under 100 years, there will be no Homo sapiens or human beings on earth. We are digging our own graveyard. We are inviting our own death. Again, it's because of intelligence. And again, it's because of intelligence, he can control this also. But he's not controlling, he's creating. So Mother Nature created humans, and humans are creating superhumans. It's very dangerous. But this human, to become human, it took 3.8 billion years. But the human to become superhuman, it takes only a few years. As experts say that by 2045, the entire world will reach singularity. Singularity means that's a last day. That means the singularity is that stage when the machines will overtake human beings. So if that case, then we are gone. One more nuclear war, we are gone. One more corona type pandemic, we are gone. One more asteroid attack, we are gone. We know all this happens, but then too we are controlling, and we want to change this, we want to mitigate this. If some asteroid, they say that, the scientists say that, why the dinosaurs, so they were so hefty and so mighty, why they became extinct? They became extinct because the earth was hit by asteroid. And now the same question asked, if the same asteroid hit the earth now in 2024, can we survive? The answer is yes. And the reason is, why the dinosaurs, though they were hefty and the mighty, they destroyed, they became extinct, and why we can survive, we are not of no match, is because dinosaurs didn't study science. Dinosaurs didn't study cosmology. We human beings, we studied cosmology, we human beings, we studied science. Yes, no, even now, the earth can be hit by the asteroid, but we will survive because we know how to deflect the asteroid or destroy the asteroid on the route itself. But dinosaurs didn't know all these things. Dinosaurs didn't study science, so they became extinct. But we will survive. Again, it's because of its intelligence. Okay. Yes, as I told you, just look at this slide. We are only one species left. And for information, guys, we intelligent species, Homo sapiens, we see the tigers' population dwindling, lions' populations are going down. So what we are doing, as you study in ecology, we are conserving the lions, we are conserving the rhinoceros, we are conserving the tigers. And because those animals are at the verge of extinction or vulnerable. But the real fact is, we Homo sapiens are vulnerable. We Homo sapiens are extinct, about to get extinct. Because under Homo, we are the only species left. Okay. One more corona type attack, the entire human race will be vanished from the face of the earth. Okay. So to know this, again, to correct this again, and coming to the different, of course we'll go for it. So look at the third point, second point, as I told you, from Arctic to Antarctic. From Atlantic, that means from north to south, from east to west, the entire globe is covered by one species. Any geography, any topography, any climate conditions, any seasons, anywhere we are there. Okay. And the second point, third point, bipedal. That means, of course, we will discuss this point in later classes when we get acquainted with. Bipedal means we walk on two legs. And just look at the other animals surrounding you. No animals will wear dress. No animal will wear clothes, but we are wearing clothes. What makes us to wear clothes? Why we are naked? Why we are hairless? Though we are mammals, others also mammals. Dog is a mammal, but it has hair. We don't have hair. Why we become hairless? Why we become naked? And to cover what we are wearing. And even wearing also there is difference. The Kashmir, the dress is different. The Rajasthan dress is different. The Tamil dress is different. The Kannadiga's dresses are different. That means even in that there is changes. Okay. So what made us naked and what we are wearing is again anthropology. And we are the large brain. Listen, the next point is large brain. In the entire animal kingdom, we are the large brain animal. And because of this brain, because of different parts of brain, we can think, we can take decision, we can solve problem. That is what the human skills are. And the next thing, now just think the other way. Why the numerical system or the number system is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50? Why can't it be 12, 24, 36 like that? Why can't it be 5, 10, 15 like that? Why the number system is 10, plus 10, 20, plus 10, 30, plus 10, 40? Why? Exactly. That's the reason again anthropology. We are highly dexterous and we are the only animal who can touch this thumb, each and every tip of the fingers. We can touch. Can you make the dog to touch his thumb? Can you make the cat? So we are the only animal who can touch this thumb, each and every tip of the finger, and because of this thumb and because of this movement, I can go for two things. One is I can hold the pen like this. This is called precision grip, and this is where the arrow is left, and even I can go for like this. It's called power grip. And because of this precision grip, and because of the power grip, I become the successful hunter. And because of successful hunting, I got the meat. Because of the meat, I got the protein. And because of protein, my brain developed. And because of brain developed, I become highly adaptable. And because of highly adaptable, I become the most dominant species on this earth. Okay. No animal can do this. And again, coming to the same points as your classmate said, since we can touch, and since we have 5 plus 5, 10 fingers, even our nervous system is 10, 20, 30, 40. And as the word says, it's highly dexterous. Dexterous means, dexterity means it's slightly movable. Arams I can use this. And because of this, though I don't have claws or fangs or poisonous glands, with the help of these fingers, with the help of the brain, with the help of the legs, I can go for hunting. Precision grip and power grip, I can even kill mammoth and dinosaur and eat the meat. Okay. If I stand in front of mammoth, just one hit from its trunk, I will be nowhere. But I can kill the trunk. Okay. And again, because of this, he is the master of tools. He is the one who invented fire. And because of fire, he can stay in any part of the world. And because of fire, he can control other animals. And because of his tools, other things, and because he can go for precision power grip, when everything developed, just imagine, just listen carefully. There's one small, hypothetical story. They say that this Homo sapiens or human beings, our ancestors, they were eating meat, it seems. They were eating meat. They were eating raw meat. Just imagine. When they were eating raw meat, just imagine when you're eating raw meat, the stress on the pressure on the jaws will be more. It takes lots of time to chew the meat, and it takes a lot of time to swallow the meat, and it takes a lot of time to digest the meat. Okay, but accidentally, what happened one day? Accidentally, the piece of meat, it fell in the fire. It seems. When it fell in the fire, this Homo sapien, our ancestor, not Homo sapien, our ancestor, he tried to take the meat from the fire, but when he put the hand in the fire, he burnt his hand. Then again he tried, third time, fourth time he tried, but he couldn't take the meat. Then finally he left. He left the meat. The next day when he came, the fire was dozed off, but the meat was there itself. Then now he touched the meat, it was cool. When he took the meat in his hand and he smelled, it was different. And if he started to bite, it was different. And he started to chew, it was different. And it was tasty, And aram se he swallowed, and aram se it went inside. Okay, aram se he chewed, it swallowed, and even digested. And from then onwards, the story goes like this, and from then onwards, he got to know that if I burn and roast and heat the meat, I can chew easily, swallow easily, digest easily, even the bacteria and microorganisms present in the meat will be killed. So when he did this thing, the stress on the jaw, the stress on the teeth reduced. When the stress on the jaw and the teeth reduced, the jaw size becomes smaller, it seems. When the jaw size becomes smaller, not like chimpanzee, the jaw size becomes smaller, when the teeth become smaller, there was enough space for the brain to develop. So when the jaws and the teeth become smaller and smaller and smaller, there was space for the brain to develop, and since the brain developed, he became more intelligent. And when he became more intelligent, he started to use his fingers, he started to use his hands, he started to make tools, he started to control the fire, he started to hunt, he got the more meat, more protein, more brain. More meat, more protein, more intelligence. So if that is the case, are you sure that all human beings they started to eat meat first? If that is the case, why there is bifurcations now? That is vegetarian, non-vegetarian. Why the particular community or particular caste they don't eat meat? Why the particular caste and particular caste they eat meat? Why the particular community will eat this meat? Why the particular community will not eat that animal? Again, there is a reason. Okay, understood. That means for everything, whatever the man made, the culture, customs, rituals, traditions, the food, the dress we wear, everything there is a reason in that. So what I am saying is, such a beautiful topic, subject is anthropology. Every day as you study, as you read, not read, as you study day by day, you will be mesmerized and you will start to know about yourself and all the misconceptions on all the, what you say, we feel that I am the great, my religion is great, my caste is great, or whatever the misconceptions we have, the first thing it will be vanished. Thing is, and again, there is a Rudyard Kipling, he says that, listen carefully. Rudyard Kipling, he is a poet, he says that, why British ruled the countries like India, he says that white men are of superior race, dark color skinned are of inferior race, so it is the responsibility of the superior race, white man people, to uplift this dark people. That's the reason they controlled India, it seems. That's the reason they colonized the country, and that's the reason they ruled us for 190 years. That means that the knowledge which you gain from anthropology you can use in GS also, in history also, in Indian society also, ethics also, essay also. Okay. Because anthropology is an overlapping option. If you study anthropology, in GS many papers will be overlapped. Society will be society, culture, history, archaeology, ancient history, okay, prehistory, protohistory, history, everything. Understood? Okay. And it will help in your ethics, it will help in your essay. Just because I am dealing with anthropology, just I am not boasting about anthropology, that means I am not compelling you to go for anthropology. The thing is, among all the top popular options, it has some edge effect, it has some plus points. As I told you, it is easily understandable, irrespective of background. Don't think that anthropology is biology, no. Whatever you biology, physics, chemistry you study in basic, GS, general studies, the same thing, a bit extra you study in anthropology. Raki, whatever you in arts also you can go for anthropology. Okay. So here you can see, here then the last point I have given that it's a master of tools. Listen carefully. Chimpanzee, if I give chimpanzee, if the chimpanzee will break the nut, will break the fruit, okay, that means chimpanzee can use the tools, but it cannot make the tools. There is a difference between using the tools and making the tools. So when if I give a nut to the chimpanzee will take the stone, it will crack the nut and will eat. That means it is using tool. Okay. But I am the one, I can change the shape of that stone, I can give the new shape and use it as arrow or spear. That means I can make the tools. Okay. Just listen carefully. If when these human beings they got power grip, listen carefully, power grip, no need of going very near to mammoth or elephant or tiger. From far away I can kill and eat. Plus point. So if I want to kill elephant, I should go very near. If I go very near, it will kill me itself. The predator himself will become prey. But though when I got this technique, from far away I can throw the projectile, kill the mammoth, eat the meat. So that means simple funda, more meat, more protein, more intelligence, highly adaptable species, that is Homo sapiens. Got it? Not only biological, and the reason, what are the geographical changes which triggered the biological changes? What are the biological changes which made our culture? The culture, what I'm pant and shirt and trousers I'm wearing, it's a culture. Why I'm wearing like this? If we were ruled by Africans, instead of British, our dress was different right today, would have been different. Since we were ruled by British for 190 years, the dress we wear, the language we speak, the customs we are doing, the exams or whatever, it's again because of their influence. Instead of British, if you are ruled by Africans, our culture would have been different. Our dress attire would have been different. Okay, understood? So that thing we also will study in anthropology. Everything already we have discussed all these points. Environmental factors. Okay. In Sahara equator region, the sunlight is more, intensity of light is more. So more the light, more UV rays and UVB rays. And because of UV rays, the skin secretes more melanin. And since secretes more melanin, the skin becomes dark. That's what. Understood? And coming to this thing where at the polar region, there is no light. When there is no light, the melanin should not be produced, so you become fair. And in order to withstand the bitter cold, you become very fat. Understood? So geographical factors, whatever is there, we'll study. And here there is again very beautiful quote by American cultural anthropologist. If you have any apprehensions, if you have any doubts, that should I go for anthropology because science? The answer is it's not science, it's a social science. Here you can see anthropology is the most humanistic of the sciences and the most scientific of humanities. That means it's a mixture of both social and science. Okay. So irrespective of your background, arams you can go for this. But thing is, obviously there is biology, but not what you think, what you're scared of. Whatever biology you study in general studies, it's enough. A bit extra we'll take care of in the class. Okay, clear? For example, this guy has silky hair, this guy has curly hair. The reason is gene. Though there are 4 brothers from the same parents, why the 4 brothers are not same? There is a reason. Correct? Why you have cat eyes? Why you have black eyes? Why you have B positive blood? Why you have O positive blood? There's a reason. Okay. So yeah, even that we'll study in anthropology. And for you guys, this point is very important. This slide is very important. If you want to go for anthropology, why you should go for anthropology? You can see the points. It's highly scoring. If you look at the recent trends of successful candidates, majority from toppers or even toppers are from anthropology background. Highly scoring. With all the diagrams, maps and flow charts and what do you say, paragraphs, case studies, you can write in the paragraph format, you can write in the point format. Particularly engineering background students, they have a habit of writing in points. And arts background students, they have a habit of writing in paragraph. So here you can write both. Okay, and questions are direct. And even this can be linked with your current affairs. For example, as I told you, can live-in relationship considered as marriage, as a family? Can same-sex can be considered as a marriage? Live-in relationship as a family and same-sex as a marriage. Can it be? How this changes and how the modernization is affecting the women? Okay, impact of urbanization, impact of modernization. Okay, why the casteism is gradually going and why the religion are creating problems. Religions are made to make us one, to unite us, but the same religion is breaking the society. Yes or no? So here you can see syllabus is short, of course compared to other options, it is very short. Paper only consumes a lot of time, but paper 2 is like within few days you can complete paper 2. And paper 2 is nothing but about India only. Aram, so you can study Indian anthropology. And coming to scientific, it has 3rd point and 4th point. Everything is like it's easy to understand, proper strength, and as I told you, success rate is around 10%. Okay. And even if you look at the branches, these are the branches. Number 1, physical anthropology or biological anthropology. Whatever I told you right now. Why are we different? Why will we look like? Why we physically, biologically appear different? Though we are 99.9% same, though we can interbreed. Why the Negroids are different from Mongoloids? Why the Africans are different from Kashmiris? Why the Kashmir different from Tamilians? Okay, Punjabis. So that, and what you wear. Why the particular religion wear the dress like this? Why the particular religion wear that dress like that? There's a reason. And coming to other thing. So I think majority are from Kannada. Okay. So Kannada means ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನಾಳೆ ನೆನ್ನೆ ಇಂದು ನಾಳೆ. So we have different words, but in Hindi kal aaj fir kal or kal ನೆನ್ನೆ ಕೂಡ ಕಲ್ಲು ನಾಳೆ ಕೂಡ ಕಲ್ಲು. Okay, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಅಂಕಲ್ ಆಂಟಿಗಳೇ. ನಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ದೊಡ್ಡಪ್ಪ ಚಿಕ್ಕಪ್ಪ ಆಗಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು, ಬಟ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ಎಲ್ಲ ಅಂಕಲ್ ಆಂಟೀಸ್. ಕಸಿನ್ಸ್, how cousin, what way cousin, they call cousins, they call uncle aunts. That means even in language there is difference. Just can you imagine, you will go when there is a milkman, for example, ನಮ್ಮ ಮನೆ ಹತ್ರ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಸೊಪ್ಪು ಮಾರೋನು, ಎಂತ ಕರ್ತೀವಿ, ಎ ಸೊಪ್ಪು, that's what you call. ಎ ಹಾಲು, that's what you call. If you go to doctor, hey doctor, can you call like that? Can't do it. If you can see any police traffic, hey traffic, you can't call like that. Okay, and you can, of course, because sometimes they call mama also, but you can't do that because now it is in the Supreme Court. You should not call mama. Okay, but thing is, even in your words usage, there's a difference. In few family, they give respect even the children. In few, if you go to north part of Karnataka, other part of Karnataka, they give respect to everybody. Okay, starting from first day itself till the entire, they start with the Sanskrit only. Hope you know that. Okay, and we feel that they are scolding us. This part of Karnataka, they feel that they are scolding us. But there's a regular habit. There's a language. There's a style. There is a way. That's their way. That is how they speak. Okay, if you listen to Haryani speaking, you will be scared. You think that he definitely is quarreling, fighting, but he's speaking smoothly. But the way he speaks is like different. Understood? So even in the language usage, there are difference. Okay, and obviously this syllabus copy anywhere you can, within a click you can get your mobile or tab. Just you can go to the syllabus. Physical paper 1 is like lengthy. Okay, paper 1 is very lengthy and highly scoring. Aram se with diagrams, aram se you can score 300 plus. And paper 2 is like, it's like, so your history, geography, everything is mixed. Your sociology. Okay, so here you can see all the syllabus here. The marriage, family, kinship. Why there is difference in marriage? Why in particular marriage they marry cross cousins and in particular religion they marry parallel cousins? Dodappa checkapur makkalu. Okay. Akkana magalu yak madve agbardu. Why you should not marry? It's dangerous. I'll tell you one small thing and we'll wind up in a while. They say that gotra. Okay, you should not marry the same gotra. Gotirbekallargu. So gotra agbardu anta. What exactly is gotra? Why you should not marry gotra means there is a story again. Once upon a time, even in history you'll study. Once upon a time, the person who had large number of cattle, he used to be a richest man. That means ಎಷ್ಟು ಹಸುಗಳು ಇರ್ತಾವೋ ಅವನು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತ ಅಂತ. Not Janpal, he was Dhanpal. That means more the cattle, he is more rich. Okay, he is richer. Okay. So what he did, for example, I am the brother. I had 500 cattle. My chota brother, I am the elder one. I have 500 cattle, 500 ಹಸುಗಳು, and my brother has 400 cattle. My third brother has 600 cattle. Can you imagine all these thousands of cattle? Can I look at home? What we did is, since we are a joint family, just keeping 5 to 6 cows, we left all the cows, we took all the cows and left in the ashram of Kashyapa. In the ashram of Kashyapa. Okay. Then whenever somebody asked, where are your goats? It's in Kashyapa go. Where are your go? It's in Kashyapa go. Yav kade nimdu? Kashyapa go. Yavdu nimdu? Nimdu yavdu? Kashyapa go. Nandu? Kashyapa go. Nan tamundu? Kashyapa go. Aundu? Kashyapa go. So nivella Kashyapa go. Oh, Kashyapa go, tao go. Kashyapa go, Kashyapa go. It became going, Kashyapa gotra. Okay. Because from go, it became gotra itself. Go means what? Cow. So all we 4 brothers, with 3 brothers, we left all our cattle at Kashyapa ashrama. That means we all belong to Kashyapa go, Kashyapa gotra. Since we are all brothers left in Kashyapa and belong to the same Kashyapa gotra, my son cannot marry my brother's daughter because we are brothers. And when brothers, it means we are same lineage. We belong to same gotra. So same gotra should not marry same gotra. That is what Sogotra. So that is what, see our ancestors, how beautifully they planned. And now science has proved that if you marry in Sogotra or in the close relatives, there are more chances of abnormal children with Down syndrome, with Klinefelter syndrome. Nodirbodu koja kinneraru hijira anta kartivi, mangalamukhiyaru anta kartivi. Aa mangalamukhiyaru, there is abnormality, chromosome abnormality. Okay, when there is close cousin marriage, such children will be born. Maybe mentally retarded, physically challenged, mentally abnormal. Okay, and that's the reason they said don't go for gotra. Sogotra, not gotra, but not Sogotra. And this gotra, they led to caste, they led to varna. Why? What is the difference between caste and varna? What is the difference between marriages? Okay, I am Brahmin, but my son is very powerful. He want to go become warrior, so he become Kshatriya. That is varna system. I am Brahmin, my son also will become Brahmin, his son also become Brahmin, his son also become Brahmin by birth, his caste. Understood? So why Varna system changed to caste? And why now caste has become like caste vote bank in India right now? They don't want to vanish. What did Baba Ambedkar give? They gave reservation for particular thing, for particular maybe like something like that. But now it has become a vote bank. Now they particularly few, they want to go for join this caste, they want to come out of this caste, they want to improve, they want to go down. Okay. So all these things again we study here in this political organization, whatever. And this is very important chapter. In every very pub ad or sociology, whatever, there are thinkers, okay, who have done research and studies, and about them we have to study, and definitely there will be question about this. You can aramse expect the short questions from this anthropology. You can say that this will be the question from this chapter, this will be the question from this unit, aramse. And obviously, of course, as UPSC know, as you know, UPSC means what? Unpredictable Public Service Commission. Unpredictable Public Service Commission, UPSC, as you know. That means they can give some twists and turns in the questions, their approach. They will even include UPSC. There are some chances. Some GS oriented or current affairs link they can ask in anthropology also. But majority are direct questions. And all the syllabus, just if you go through the syllabus, arams, at least somewhere you can feel that, yes, I know these words. I am familiar with these words. At least something know about these words. Okay. But this section, if you see this section, this is about biology, for which you should have basic knowledge about physics, chemistry, biology, what you do for general studies. The remaining I will take care in the class. Okay, with ease, full complete ease, arams you can go with this topic, and we can clear even a score high. Okay, and this is paper 2. Paper 2 also, it's like almost about Ramapithikas, Sivapithikas, what called Ramapithikas, what called Sivapithikas. Okay, recently, in India, they have unearthed a largest snake fossil, Vasuki. I think hope you have read in newspaper. And our mythology says that Vasuki was used for Samudra Manthan. And now the question is, was this the same Vasuki which was used for Samudra Manthan? That means whatever ancestors of mythology said, is it true? Is it so? Okay, there's a reason. They say that atheists are present still in Kashmir, Himalayas, atheists. They call it atheists. And those atheists we call as Gigantopithecus, who is taller than me, almost 7 feet, 8 feet. And even Indian army, they have witnessed, they have seen, they have such atheists in Himalaya. And same atheists will study in anthropology as Gigantopithecus. Okay, yes, all these things we study. Anyhow, with this syllabus copy, you can go through later. Okay, and the last point is, it's an overlapping subject. Anthropology is overlapping. You study history, you study politics, you study geography, you study humanity, everything you study here. And it is plus point for your GS also, ethics, GS, essay, everything even in interview. Studying anthropology is different for exam, but once you started to study anthropology, there will be changes in your perspective, changes in your thoughts, changes in your persona, your personality, your aura, everything will be changed. That's for damn sure. Once you understand this topic. Okay. So, and coming to the last thing, because even think there is one more orientation class. So, as I told you, this is the last quote. We are what? We are Homo sapiens. And what do you mean by sapiens? Wise, Buddhivanta anta. Okay. So, Buddhivanta, hope I think you are also Homo sapiens. Yes or no? Then take Buddhivanta decision to opt what subject, and classes will commence maybe from 20th onwards, 20 onwards, and there will be 2.5 hour class every day maybe. Please tell about books. One guy is, your classmate is asking about books. Don't worry about books. I'll give each and every notes. My class notes is more than enough for you to score the exam. Except I'll give some chota reference books just for reference. Baki, whatever the notes I dictate or whatever the notes I provide, whatever notes I give printouts, it is I have taken, I have made, I have written from the multiple source, from international journals, from international authors, from foreign authors who are experts in cultural and physical anthropology, from the foreign author books, from international journals and articles and websites, and from the direct source, from the field work. I give the notes directly in the class itself. Except my notes, don't study anything. Okay. Apart from that, by during class itself, I'll refer some 2-3 chota books just as a reference. That's it. Okay, each and every point for every topic in the syllabus, I'll provide the notes. And there will be regular tests. First, we'll let you complete the syllabus, then we'll go for test, then we'll go to discussion. Okay. Our target is to score, as you know, 300, 310, 320 plus. Okay. And it's a edge effect, aram se can score for this. Yes. Huh? What? Though it is limited syllabus compared to other topic, but we have to go in detail about these things. Paper 1, it takes 70% time, and within 30% will come with paper 2. Maybe within 3 to 4 months will come up. Maximum 400 to 500 hours. Okay. And each and everything I'll provide. I'll give the printouts. I'll share in the WhatsApp group PDF. You can take printout and come. Otherwise, I'll share the documents here itself. Otherwise, I'll dictate here itself. So the notes is like from multiple sources. Don't worry about the notes. Just read, understand subject, and whatever we get, it's a ready-made food. Go and study and write the exam. That's enough. Yes. In notes, online students, offline students. Rohit, hopes I'm clarified out. I clarified your doubt. Yes, here, students. Good handbook, any doubts? Don't worry about the notes. And do you think, you may ask, sir, do we require to study some basic things before attending anthropology? Even that is not required. I'll go for basic 0 only. We'll start from 0. I'll start the story from cyanobacteria and come to mammals, come to primates, come to apes, come to humans, then we'll start anthropology. Okay. We'll go back to 3.8 billion years. We'll go back to 3.8 billion years and we'll study the entire thing from cyanobacteria to human beings. Then we'll start the anthropology class. So from 0 we'll start. Okay. Of course, if you want, you just go through your basics 8th and 10th biology book. That's more than enough. Otherwise, no enough studying anything. Just come, just be empty cup in the class so that I can feel something. Don't come with the filled cup. Okay. So it will spill out. Okay. It's a long journey. Aram se will enjoy, and every day will be shocking. And let it be interactive classes so that you can ask the questions. Don't sit like dolls. Okay. Anything you can ask in between. And sir, can we watch recorded video of this class? Yes, obviously you'll get, I think. Yeah. Got it, guys, girls? Any doubts? Yeah. Any doubts? Everything lay there on the board we discussed. Okay, once we start, we'll go in full fledged. Okay. Maybe I think 22nd is the Monday, I think. So we'll start from Monday, 22nd. Okay. Initial starting classes are very important. If you think that sir will start anthropology after once we reach from bacteria to human being, then we are gone. It's wrong. Starting from bacteria till human being, it's important story. Once we come there, then we'll start anthropology. Okay. So don't miss initial class itself. Attend the class, and together we have to reach the goal. That's most important. Okay. Clear? So as I told you, initially beginning itself, I'm ex-defense officer. I took my VRS in 2018. I was serving in Kashmir, and because of some inevitable circumstances, I took my voluntary retirement. And since then, I'm handling classes, mentoring students all over India, Hyderabad, Assam, Nagaland, in different parts of Karnataka and different institutes in Bangalore, particularly anthropology, biology, I sent other things for this thing, but for UPSC, like anthropology. Okay. So anyway, let's wind up. No more queries, right? Okay then.